All right, today we're looking at something that wants us to make the most of our, private time. And believe me, the title really doesn't pull any punches.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to be totally honest with yourself. Over your entire life, how much time do you actually think you spend on the toilet? A few weeks, maybe a month? Just take a guess. According to the source material we're diving into, the answer is 92. Yeah, just let that number sit there for a second. 92 what, you ask? That's right, 92 days. We're not talking hours. We're not talking weeks. We are talking full 24-hour days. To put that into perspective, 92 days is, wow, that's almost 4 months of your entire life spent in the bathroom. So, this brings us to a really interesting point. Maybe we should stop thinking of this as just wasted time and start seeing it for what it is, a pretty significant chunk of our lives. Which really begs the question, if you're gonna spend that much time somewhere, can you actually make it productive? Or, at least a little more interesting than just staring at the tiles? Okay, so we've established it's a lot of time. So what do we do about it? Well, our source material has a very, very popular solution. And here it is, a book literally made for this exact situation. And as you can see, they are not exactly being subtle with the title, are they? And hey, don't just write this off as some silly gag gift. This thing is a #1 bestseller. Think about that. That means tons of people are actually looking to make their bathroom breaks a little more educational. It really taps into that feeling of wanting to optimize every moment, to feel productive even in our downtime. So what's the big deal? Why is it so popular? Let's take a little peek inside and see what kind of knowledge we're actually talking about here. So what kind of stuff is actually in this book that has so many people hooked? Well, it is quite the mix. You'll find everything from the microbiome living right there in your bathroom to some seriously strange historical habits. Then there are unusual facts about famous artists, tech trivia, and even some pretty bizarre psychological experiments. It's basically a grab bag of amazing conversation starters. And here's the genius part. The content is specifically made to be bite-sized. The source says the average visit is about 10 minutes, so each fact is perfectly crafted to be read and absorbed super quickly. It's a brilliant fusion of format and, function. And this all brings us to the final takeaway. Why does an idea like this really connect with so many people? The book's own description puts it perfectly, and with a great sense of humor. It starts by managing our expectations right away. This isn't about becoming a certified genius in your downtime. And there's the punchline. It's not about getting a degree. It's about reframing that time from a biological necessity into a small, totally guilt-free moment of personal enrichment. It turns that idle time into these little moments of fun discovery. So the real question is, are you ready to make those 92 days count for something a little more than, If you are ready to upgrade your downtime, you can check out the book for yourself. The link to this book is in the video description.